I was going to give you guys a brand new joke that had never ever been told before, but right before I went to record the weather report today, I spilled coffee on my keyboard, so you get the same old dumb jokes I always tell. Let's do this! Widespread thunderstorms across the northern plains, Midwest, and Ohio Valley, and the Southeast continue to pose flash flooding and severe weather threats. Severe storms are likely across the Northeast today. Scattered thunderstorms in the Southwest may cause localized flash flooding. And dangerously hot conditions to be found in the Central Plains, Lower and Middle Mississippi Valley, and the Southeast. Temperatures! We've got West Coast cooling off quite significantly, although it is popping up into the hundreds for, that Arizona, Nevada, Utah border. Near 100 temperatures in California as well, both NorCal and SoCal, but San Fran is down at 64 for some reason. The rest of the mountain states look pretty darn warm. The Plains definitely seeing that very hot in the high 90s in a lot of places. Way up by the Canadian border, it's 75, so it just depends on where you're at, but basically from South Dakota downward, it's gonna be pretty hot. Midwesty poos, again, around the lake states, you have a little cooler temperatures, but the rest of everybody dealing with at least 90-degree temperatures, high 80s in some pockets, but it will be humid and hot. East Coasties, same freaking thing. Look at that North Carolina at 97 degrees there. 98 by the Florida-Georgia line, 92 on the tip of the Peanuts. But, if you're up in Maine, 72, whatever. McMurdo Station on the Ross Sea in Antarctica at negative 17 degrees. Wind gusts at 0 miles per hour is giving them a real feel of negative 6 degrees, and it is clear. Alaskatarians continuing to see rounds of rain, possibly heavy rain across the mainland mostly, and that's going to continue into midweek. High temperatures today in Alaska, 50 up on the Arctic Circle, lots of mid-60s to mid-70s, even 80s possible in the interior. A lot of 50s and high 40s along the coastline, 54 to 59 for the Aleutians, 65 to 68 near Anchorage, and 65 for the Panhandle. Hawaii, you've got a weak upper low northwest of Kauai and higher moisture pooling over the north of the islands. It's going to have higher shower intensity possible, and the coverage is statewide with heavier downpours into Sunday, especially over the windward and higher terrain. Stable, drier weather is expected to return next week. We will keep an eye on that. High temperatures today in Hawaii from the high 70s to the high 80s for most areas. This has been Ayla Mooney, and no, this isn't a new model. This is one of the even older models. I don't usually pull this one out, but I thought since I spilled coffee on my keyboard, it was appropriate to have coffee and a spliff. What? It's getting dicey around here. You can see why my coffee tipped over. All right, have a good day, guys. Bye!